You've been wondering about your life path. What is going to happen? Where are you being led? You're kind of feeling in the dark at the moment, but don't worry. When the moment is right, you will understand exactly what your path is and where you are being led. It will all unfold for you. In fact, it will overflow so strongly you won't have any doubt about what you are meant to be doing. And there will be a time of letting go of maybe your past expectations, beliefs, past behaviors, past maybe even hopes and dreams. You might have to let go of some very old ways of thinking because you're being asked to say yes, whatever's coming in. It's going to be big, it's going to be obvious, but it might be a little bit extreme. You're being asked to say yes and go on the journey and give this big dream that comes in, or this big path that opens up in front of you. Give it a practical plan, go with it and make it work, because it is only going to lead you to the Garden of Eden, no less. Idyllic times in paradise. So that is very exciting. Let us look ahead and see how these energies might play out. What is coming up when the time is right? Wow, so you will have a lot of choices, so much so that it may be confusing to you. This is your opportunity to be the CEO of your life, to really kind of muscle up, get stable, really marshal your resources, put roots down, and be in a position of abundance, cultivating your abundance. There will be a lot of it, and look, it's a very happily ever after kind of situation. So this is a very joyful kind of career opportunity or life path that is opening up for you. Wow, that is really just incredible. You're going to be so stable. You're going to have a lot to play with. It might need careful management, sensible, practical plans. Again, dreams needing a practical plan. But you will have a lot of options here. It might be quite confounding. You've got so many ways that you might take this. That is really exciting. So what would the universe like you to understand about this life path? What would the universe like you to understand? What should you lean away from when this comes in? What should you lean away from? And what should you lean towards? Getting told to flip the cards. Okay, so let go of excessive control, being too rigid, being inflexible, having an ego about where you used to think your life would end up. Any kind of, and poor planning is jumping out at me too. This is the Emperor in reverse. So let go of anything where you're trying to keep a tight grip on your old dreams and old ways of doing things. Those kind of ways are not really going to fly anymore. And let's see what this is. This is the Five of Swords. So lean away from conflict, disagreements, competitiveness, winning at all costs. This is kind of embracing the new paradigm of there is enough for everyone, that everyone can thrive and prosper in this kind of new environment, and that collaboration and assistance and working together with others is really what is going to propel you to success. Okay, lean into, this is an unusual one, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Change may come and it may feel unwelcome. You may be really wanting to cling to the way things were, but lean into the unwelcome change. We've got a cat visiting us. Hello, Bo. So anything that seems like bad luck, that seems like a disaster, lean into that. It is the harbinger of positive change. It might be unwelcome, but lean into it. It's going to take you where you need to go. And what else do we need to lean into here? The King of Swords in reverse. Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to find out for more information on this. Why are we leaning into the irrational, dictator, controlling, cold, ruthless, dishonest? Okay, I need more clarification. What is this? King of Swords leaning into the abuse of power. Gosh, are you going to be called to be ruthless in some way? You might feel like you are abusing your power. You might feel like you are being asked to be the dictator, to call all the shots. And you might be uncomfortable with that. Why? What's this? What is this discomfort here? You might have to make some tough calls. Yeah, you might have to call people on their shit. You might be really weighing up what to do here, because you really are going to have to evaluate things carefully, taking a really good look at what is being offered, or what the contracts are, or if this is a job, you know exactly what it entails. And you're going to have to be calling some people on their shit, is what I'm picking up. And you will find that you will feel very uneasy about that. What else do you need to know about this uneasiness? Because you are definitely being called to be this big boss character, be the big CEO. So you might have to make some very tough decisions here. And it's going to be really awkward at the least. Uncomfortable. It might be really restructuring things. What will you be doing here that you're leaning into? So it is new beginnings. Originality, fresh thought, getting rid of old ideas, tired ideas, taking it new paths, leap of faith. So yeah, there might be some really awkward transition period ahead for you. So just be prepared for that. Be prepared. You will know in your heart that you are doing the right thing, that there are tough calls that you're going to have to make that are going to make you feel as though you're going to be unpopular. But you are going to have to lead people on a new path, new beginnings, and be fearless. Okay, I'm going to get I love this new deck that I've made. It's my reality check deck. So if anyone wants a reading, if anyone dares to want a reading for a reality check, hit me up on my snip feed, because this deck it's equal measures. It's 50% brutal and 50% positive. So it's an evenly weighted deck. And what do you need to know about this future path that's coming up from the reality check deck? You may have some secret opposition. You will be acting from a healed place. There is unhappiness or discontent somewhere along this path. So this might be where you have to call someone on their shit. They might be opposing you behind the scenes, but they might be acting as if they're on your team, acting as if they're on your side, and they're really supportive of what you're doing. It comes back to really calling people on their shit. I'm getting told to get 3 more of these cards. So there will be a time of instability. This isn't all going to be roses and sunshine, and you might find it very emotionally difficult, at least in the first instance. And you might have to really rely on your own intuition here, because you will be getting advice. It feels like there is so much pushback from something that you will be bringing forth, but you are acting from a healed place. You are not this irrational dictator that people are going to accuse you of being. They're going to accuse you of being cold, manipulative, abusing your power. But you know what? You are actually doing the right thing. You're fixing something. You're calling time on something that needs to go. Wow, you're really going to be clearing something out. And people with vested interests will be trying to stop you from doing what you know you need to be doing. Wow. What else can we see about this? I'm intrigued. I need to get more details on this. Oh, cat, you're in my way. You're in my way a little bit, sweetie. She's not budging, and neither should you. She is not budging, and neither should you. She knows what she needs to do. She needs to sit on the table. And I think you're going to have to actually really embody quite a stubborn determination here to do the right thing for everybody, for not just for the few vested interests. Oh my gosh, this is fascinating. What can we see here about this, about the circumstances of this? Yeah, more about speaking up, making your truths known, really speaking up. And you might have to face public poor opinion. Somebody might mock you. There'll be people just working against you, but really, this is your shot. This is your time to shine. There is some sudden lucky event that is going to thrust you into the limelight. It's going to put you on your path. You are really going to be speaking up here about some kind of injustice. I need more information. Yeah, look. So you will be making decisions. You will be calling the shots. You will be laying it down at the freaking law. You've got a lot of resources here with the SAP card, materials, money flowing in, wealth flowing in. So yeah, real CEO vibes. And you've got a lot of free will to go in whichever direction you want with this. This comes back to this card here of so many possibilities and so many directions that you could go in that it might feel daunting, but most of these are very positive. I mean, there are a couple here where they might have hidden surprises, but there's a lot of enjoyment here where, yeah, you get to choose your path and drive in the direction that you want to go in. Wow, what other cards can I pull up here? I'll go back to my OG deck, which is just a lot of different flavors of things. This might be stranger than fiction. So don't do anything too rash. You will be looked after financially. Don't do anything too rash. Just be sensible with how you approach things. There may be a short trip overseas involved in this, or sometimes this is more metaphorical, that you might have to change your thinking in a way. You might have to look at things from a bit of a different perspective, or maybe take a longer view, this could mean. But yeah, things look stranger than fiction. I am dying to hear what this will be for you. So do please let me know in the comments one day when this happens. Your life path, what is coming? What final advice? Well, there's a lot of introspection that you'll need to do to make sure you are tuning into yourself and doing what you believe is correct. It is using your inner compass as a guide. So not relying on others to give you outside advice, because they'll be all pushing their own barrows. But there is so much adventure, excitement here, and fresh ideas, limitless potential with the Page of Wands there. There's a real curiosity. It's can also be travel, but it is real inventiveness and fresh passion. Okay, I'm coming back to the big decks for final words of hope for your future with this life path that is promising quite a radical experience for you. What have we got here? Expect powerful change. This may be a little while coming in, so just look after yourself while you're waiting, because when things happen, they're going to happen quickly. It's all going to be on for young and old. So take this time to enjoy the peace and quiet, because there is something big coming for you. Powerful change is coming. Enjoy this lull. You might look back on this time and go, wow, if only I had appreciated all of this kind of lazy downtime that I was having. And wings of light are imminent. You will be becoming something new. You're going to be really stepping into your power. And what do we have here? A sacred union. You will have complete union within yourself. The masculine and feminine elements of your own personality will come into union. So that is the practical with the emotional. It is the doing and the visionary. It is just combining all elements of your personality, of your soul together to drive this forward. And it may well bring romance to you as well if you are looking for it. So my darlings, obviously, if you'd like to look at your own specific situation, go to my Snipfeed page or email orders@abundancelovejoy.com. Otherwise, this is Sarah wishing you all the abundance, love and joy for your future.